do not talk to abominations. You do not reason with them or try to change them. You erase them.
Hey, Shalom, Markin is Rakam Akaposh from Jim Islam, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chakwadash. When I give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole for that's pushing his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video, and I was watching the elders and apostles, elder apostles at camp this weekend, and elder apostle Haki talking about the word delete, right? Because that's what's gonna happen to Esau, at the end of all of this. But it kept reminding me of this scene from Originals, and you got Michael the father, he makes his speech talking about his son who was an abomination, a child born out of adultery, and he half werewolf, half vampire, he a hybrid of an abomination, and his whole mission is just to erase him off the earth. So it reminds me of the hunting man down for like hundreds of years or whatever, trying to find his son to destroy him. And that's it, man. Esau's an abomination, man. Esau's not meant to endure in the earth, right? To be here forever, yeah. He's something very. He's something temporary on the planet, right? He's a wicked vessel, a vessel fitted for dishonor, that Scripture speaks about, right? And once he's done his job, he's gonna be erased. He's gonna be deleted, right? And so I'm just gonna get some scriptures on it, right? So Obadiah chapter 1, I'm gonna get from verse 9 here. It says, "And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau, okay, which is a tribe, which is a nation, right, a people, right? So that encompasses all Edomites and their descendants, right? May be cut off by slaughter for thy violence against thy brother Jacob," right? Because this is what you've done. You've turned against your brother, right? Who's been given the blessing of the Heavenly Father to be the chosen people, right? To be heirs with Yahweh Shai, to rule in the kingdom of heaven, the everlasting kingdom. Like, you've come against the Lord's chosen people, your brother, right? And had us in slavery and have mistreated us, right? It says, "In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them." Yeah, you was as an enemy towards us, man. Right, looking for our downfall, playing your hand in it, But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction, right? Because now you've implicated yourself in that, and now you're gonna be judged now too. But you're gonna be judged far worse than any other nation, any other heathen have ever done, ever been judged before. All right. So, nor had laid their hands on their substance in the day of the calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Right, so you got recompense coming to you, man. And you can complain about it and deny it and be ignorant to it all you want. You feel like you got nothing to pay for. Right, but the Most High doesn't see it that way, and that's what really matters, man. It's all about how the Most High sees things, right? He doesn't see how you see things, man. Right, the Most High, he wants justice for that. He gonna bring justice for that. So he gonna punish you, all of you. All right. So for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, right? As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head, right? So like we keep saying about, how you put us into slavery, that you have to now go into slavery. You killed us and you're going to be killed. You're going to be destroyed, right? He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? This is what we tell you. This is what's in the scriptures. And this is what's being said here. As thou hast done, as you have done, it shall be done unto thee. So everything that you've done unto us will come back to you the same way, and plus interest, It says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be though as though they had not been, right? Because when Yahushua comes now, as it speaks about him coming to take all the crowns from the nations, right? They're not going to be in no power seat. They're going to be in no authority no more. They're going to be they're going to be laid waste, right? Be destroyed and put into slavery. Okay, it's going to be like you never had any power or any influence or anything, right? You'll be brought down low, right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Okay, and another thing we tell you that this salvation is only for the Israelites. Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, not for the whole world, but for the Lord's elect of the nation of Israel, Zion, right? And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. We're going to take all your shit. Well, all our stuff. We're going to take all our stuff back, right? And everything that you owe us, right? And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Deletion. Erasure. What was it? Erasure. That's the word. You know? You'll be erased. Right? For the Lord has spoken it. Right? So, you quick to jump on us and about we're angry Negroes and all that kind of stuff. But no, the Most High said this. We're just merely speaking or reiterating what the Most High said. Right? For the Lord have spoken it. Okay, this is not of our own mind, how we feel, and this isn't about how we feel. Right? This is about how the Most High feel. Right? What He gonna do? What's in His mind? What His will is. That's what matters, and that's what's gonna be fulfilled. Right? So your deletion is certain. Because like I said, you're no longer gonna be needed, man. You've played your role in all of this, man. You've become the wicked. You've put the children of Israel into slavery, and you've had your way with us and that kind of stuff. Your arrogance and your pride is mounting up to the heavens, and the whole world is seeing your ascent, and the whole world is going to see your descent, your fast descent, right? In the front of everybody, everyone's going to see it, because people respect your ability and power that you've accomplished on the earth, right? But an even greater power is going to make you look small. Right, and they're gonna have to respect and fear us, beginning of our Lord Yahushua, right? But you're gonna be looked at as a fool at the end of all of this, all right? But this is Isaiah 14:20. It says, "Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people." Right? Esau has been putting us to death and continues to oppress us, and it's continuously killing us, man. Through food and the water and all these things, the culture that he sets up for us, it's just killing us, man. So the seed of evildoers, okay, which is Esau, right? Esau is the wicked, right? So this applies, right? The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned, shall never be known. People are not gonna remember you in time to come. Okay, you're gonna be in some historic library that we have. You know what I'm saying? You'll be there as a reference. Okay, but no one's gonna remember you. Right? You're not gonna be a people on the earth anymore. No one's gonna remember you, man. No one's gonna remember what you did. Your so-called great minds, and no one's gonna be referencing them. No one's gonna be talking about them. Oh yeah, Albert Einstein. Yeah. Oh, look what he did, and the theory of relativity and all that BS. No one's gonna even. No one is gonna mention them. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers," which means your descendants haven't got off the hook for all the wickedness that you've done in the past. You haven't gotten off the hook, man. You bear that sin. Okay, you carry that sin with you, man. Because you ain't doing nothing right to change that anyway. You're gonna have to bear that, because really you're back here in the reincarnation. Okay, you are your fathers, man. Right? It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities." Right? And that's what the Lord tells you in Malachi. what the Lord said that he would do. Down. Right? And it says here, Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. But the Lord just said, look, let them not build any more cities, man. What I mean, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, right? In this current time, you're building. I have been building, right? But that's all going to come to an end. You ain't going to build no more cities ever again, right? So they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call in the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Right? So there's going to come a time where the Lord is going to judge this place real soon, and lay waste to your kingdom. All right. Verse 22 here, back in Isaiah 14, says, for I will rise up against him, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Okay, and this reference to Babylon is really referencing Esau in his latter time. Okay, they're the modern day Babylonian, so to speak, spiritually. You know, the daughter of Babylon, right? So I will also make it a possession for the bitten and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, right? Speaking about the land of America. Because America is going to be completely destroyed with thermonuclear fire. And right after all the fire has died down, it'll just be a desert, man. Okay, full of desert creatures. Right? So the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I've proposed, so shall it stand. Right? That's what it's going to be. Right? They're not going to build no more cities again. America's just going to become a monument, or like an example, like Sodom and Gomorrah was, man. This Joel 20 verse 4 says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Right? So you're in your power right now. You're in your heavens. You're in your rulership. Right? You think everything's all good, right? But you're losing the grip. You're losing the grip of your kingdom, man. Right? The Most High is taking it away from you. Everything is on the decline. Okay? It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, that's Esau, right? Yet shall he perish forever like his own dung, like a piece of shit. That which have they which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? People are gonna be like, what? Where did he go? You know, he was here a moment ago. He was riding on high a moment ago. Like, where's he gone? You can't see him no more. Where's he at? You want to be removed from the earth. You know, erased. Right? Because you're an abomination. All right. So he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Right? It's like this is all gonna be like one bad dream. And when you wake up, it's like you forget, innit? You can forget. Like, it's not real. You just, carry on with life. That's what it's gonna be like. You're just gonna carry on. Right, Esau, and forget that he even existed, though. It's not even real. Like, he wasn't even real. He didn't really exist. That's what it's gonna be like, man. That's how much little regard we're gonna have for you and what you've done. You ain't gonna be no lasting thought in anybody's memory, man. This is he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, because there ain't gonna be no more left of you, right? Neither shall his place any more behold him. These different places that Esau is in the world. You ain't gonna go to these places and see him. He ain't gonna be there. You ain't gonna go to Mount Seir, or the land of Edom. He ain't gonna be there either. Right? It's gonna be like he never existed. All right. This is here in Deuteronomy chapter 25 and verse. Let's jump up a little bit. Let's get verse 17. Right. Let me jump up one more. Right, verse 16. So for all that do such things and all that do unrighteously are an abomination, right, unto the Lord thy power. Right? Yeah, abomination. Remember that what Amalek did unto thee by the way. Amalek is a tribe of Esau, right? The Lord has particular disdain, even though he hates Esau in general, he has a particular disdain for Amalek. Okay, these small hatters, man. Right? And he says, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when you were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindermost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, coward. When thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God. He didn't fear to touch the Lord's anointed. Even King David knew that, right? That's why King David never laid a hand on Saul, never harmed Saul, right? But here it is, uh, we, the Israelites and the Edomites, were brothers, were kin, but they didn't fear to put their hands on the Lord's anointed, the Lord's chosen. It's the same right now, to this very day. They don't have fear, man. They feel that they can do what they want to us and nothing's going to happen to them in return. Okay, well, this is what the Lord says, right? So therefore, because of this, it shall be, when the Lord thy God, Yahweh, have given thee rest from all thine enemies, which is what we're waiting for, right? Round about, in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, right? Because we're going to go back to the land of Israel, okay? That thou shalt blot out of the remembrance of Amalek. Blot them out, erase them, delete them, all right? Thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget. The Lord is telling us we should not forget. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it's not a choice. It's not a choice in the matter. The Lord's not going to let us forget. Right? He's not going to let us forget what Amalek could, what Amalek did and what, the whole nation of Esau or Edom have done. The Lord's not going to let us forget, man, because the Lord wants to bring judgment to them. Don't you understand? The Lord wants to bring judgment to them. This is not about us. It's not about us as individuals and what was done to our people. It's not about our personal feelings. This is about how the Lord feels, man. What the Lord wants to do to you. He wants to blot you out. And he's going to blot you out as soon as the Most High gives us rest from all thine enemies. I.e., when Yahushua returns, puts these nations into slavery, you serve 1,000 years, the kingdom's gonna be built up, and then we're just gonna chill. But you ain't gonna be chilling. You ain't gonna be around. You're gonna be blotted out. It's Job 18 and verse 16. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth. That's what we're saying, isn't it? That's what we're reading. Esau shall be removed from the earth. His remembrance will perish, right? It says, and he shall have no name in the street. Ain't nobody gonna know him. No one's gonna know who you're talking about. Oh yeah, this Edomite, such and such. I'm like, oh, who? An Edomite? What's that? What nation is that? You're gonna have no name in the street. There's gonna be no renown. The people are not gonna look up to you like now. Now every so-called white man goes, he's respected, man. He's heard, he's listened to. These elites and whatever, right? All these fucking titles, sir, and fucking this and that, wearing their fucking suits. Everyone wants to listen to them, hear what they got to say. Men of renown, but you're not going to have no renown in the kingdom. You're just going to be a grunt until your erasure takes place. All right. It says, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Wow, you would chase man out of the world. You could be removed from the earth, man. This isn't the time. This isn't the same time where you was chased into the mountains. You was chased out of Rome and whatever, man. You put into the Caucasus, chased out from among men. No, you were chased out of the fucking planet, man. Out of the earth. You ain't gonna exist in the earth. Earth is not your home anymore. You know what I'm saying? right? And no, you're not gonna get no fucking spaceship and travel to the next fucking planet and be safe. No, 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 no. That's not what it means. You'll be erased, right? Your presence from the earth is gonna be removed, right? Your souls, your spirits are gonna return to the heavens, man. And you as a nation is gonna cease to exist. What the Lord does with those spirits, that's up to Him, you know. But as a nation, Esau, Edom, is gonna cease to exist. There is gonna be no nation of Edom. All of you will be gone. All right. As he goes on to say, verse 19, he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people. There ain't gonna be no relatives, no progeny, no descendants. They're not gonna exist. Or any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before him were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. Right? So the people that are gonna come after will be like, well, who is this? You know? What happened to here? What happened to these people? Like, where are they? Oh, they don't exist no more? Oh god. Wow. Because they're gonna hear the story. They're gonna hear the story. What happened to you? You know, and they're gonna be like, oh shit. Because you're here as an example of wickedness and fear. Like, you know, you're a cautionary tale, you know, to put fear into the other nations, man, of what the Most High could do to you if you don't respect him. You know what I'm saying? And respect his children. You know? And this is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. It says, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Like I said, we're supposed to be kin. But you gone out of your way to you know, to hunt us down, man, to you know, bring evil upon us, man. All right. So I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Right. So the Most High is not gonna change his mind, because that's what you Edomites hope, right? That you think that you can just, you know, be forgiven because you want to be forgiven. That's why you don't like it when we, you know, you get things get brought up in your face and the things that you've done and your forefathers have done, and you don't want nothing. You don't want no part of it. But you know, the Most High ain't just gonna forgive you, man. You can't receive forgiveness. Right? It says, it already said, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. It doesn't matter what you do, but how you plead, you cry, and all this. It don't matter. The Most High's got a judgment against you. You know, got a judgment for you, man. And it's gonna play out. All right. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. But now you want pity from us, or you're gonna want pity from us. You want us to be understanding and have mercy and all this kind of stuff. All these things that you never had towards us, you're gonna want us to have them. Okay, when the shoe's on the upper foot. It's alright. It's easy to say it when you know, when you don't want to be doing all the murdering and all the enslavement and the oppressing and shit, and you got all the riches and the power and the influence and the respect in the world. It's easy to say these things once you got it all in it. But when the shoe's on the other foot now, man, you're gonna be begging for forgiveness and you're gonna receive none. Just as you never gave it to us. You never showed us no mercy. Right? So, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right. So everything the Lord is doing, was gonna do, is all justified. Right? It doesn't matter how much you complain about it. You don't like what we got to say. You don't like what the Most High is saying. It's too bad for you. You know, there's nothing that's gonna change that for you, man. All right. So we're gonna close out with this. Is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. This is your own fault. You put yourself in this position, man. You know, acting dumb. You know, acting carnal. You know. Verse 17, for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, you could have been us. You could have been us, man. But you chose wickedness. you chose faithlessness. Right? And the Most I don't expect none of that. right? So when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. The Most High didn't want you, man, because the Most High made you as a vessel of dishonor. He made you a vessel with no faith, right? That's what he did. He didn't want you. He didn't choose you. And that's just the truth, man. You can be upset about it. You know, again, it's just too bad, isn't it? You know, we don't get to, you know, pick and choose. We don't get to decide. It's just what the Most High wanted, right? And this is what your purpose was. This is what He wanted you to do, to become. And what He was going to do to you afterwards, that's all part and parcel of what He made you for. You know. So He was rejected, for He found no place for repentance. You Edomites can't receive mercy. You can't receive forgiveness. So of course you're going to complain about it, but no one's going to hear you. We ain't going to hear you. The Heavenly Father ain't going to hear you. You know, no one's going to hear your pleads. You know, why you shouldn't be, you know, why you shouldn't be judged, or you know, or this and that. Like, no one cares. Nobody cares. You know, shut the hell up. You know, take what's coming to you. But yeah, so He found no place of repentance, though He sought it carefully with tears. Like, you know, no one wants to be destroyed, right? But it is what it is. You know, and that's just your lot, man. You know, but you've done horrendous things on the earth to us, man. So you can't say you don't deserve it. And that's just the truth. You know, but yeah, like I said, you know, this all ends in your erasure, man, in your deletion, right? Because like I said, you would have fulfilled your purpose, man, and you know, there would be no need for you anymore, right? The wicked, you know, these abominations, right? They're gonna be erased, and then everyone can live happily happily ever after, you know. You know, even these heathens, man, are gonna live better lives without you, man. You know, fucking with them. You know, everyone's gonna be glad. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. So Lord, it's edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say shalom.